my last video, I did a halo braid. If you guys are interested on how to achieve this halo braid look, you can click the button above. But I thought it would be beneficial to come back to you guys and show you how to properly detangle your hair after wearing a protective style. So let's get right into it. The first thing that you'll need is your wide tooth comb, a detangler of your choice. I use mane and tail detangler. And then you're going to also need some clips just to put your hair into 4 sections. So first you're going to start with really saturating your hair again with your detangler of choice, and then you're going to work that product through. You then split your hair into sections. For me, 4 is my magic number, I guess you could say. I split my hair in 2 sections in the front and 2 in the back. Again, this number is completely up to you. And then what I've done is I actually already detangled the right side of my hair. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I detangled the left side. So because my hair is already saturated, it's more easily for me to split my hair into smaller sections. And I do this just to make sure that I'm really detangling every part of my hair. So what I do next is I take my mane and tail detangler again and make sure that the hair or the section that I'm working on is saturated with a detangler. So once the product has been evenly distributed, I actually take my fingers and I finger comb the section, because in my mind, if my fingers aren't able to go through my hair, a comb most definitely won't be able to do it first. So once I've done that with my fingers, I take a wide tooth comb and I just start from the ends of my hair and I work my way up to the base of my scalp. Now the reason why I don't do it the opposite way from the scalp to the tips is because when you do it that way, it actually brings all the tangles starting at the base of your scalp all the way down to the ends of your hair. And it actually, when you do it that way, can create more knots. So that's why it's always best to start from the ends and gently work your way up to the base of your scalp. Now what I do next is twist the section to actually keep it away from the hair that has not been detangled. This step is completely up to you guys. If you wish to do this, you can. And once I actually twist that section and get all the way to the end of the twist, I take a basic silver clip and just attach it to the bottom of the hair so that it doesn't unravel. So let's speed up really quickly just to get through the rest of the process, and I'll explain to you why it's important to properly detangle your hair, especially if you're wearing a long-term protective style. So first you might be asking yourself, what is a protective style? A protective style can be in many forms, including buns, half wigs, full wigs, or even sewn in extensions. Now when you put the word or term long-term protective style into play, that's when you're not manipulating your hair, as in combing or finger detangling, for a long period of time. Now with knowing that information, let's step back just a little bit. When you're doing your hair every single day, when you're manipulating it, meaning combing it or finger combing it, you do shed hair. That's normal. It's a healthy process, and on average a person loses about 50 to 100 strands per day. Now again, that number depends on each person, but you will lose hair. Now if you do not comb your hair every single day, meaning you have a protective style, that shed hair will actually remain in your scalp. It will not be removed as if you were manipulating your hair every day. And for that reason, if that hair still remains in your scalp, what it can possibly do is wrap around or latch itself onto hair that is not ready to be shed yet. And what that could possibly do is create knots and tangles if it's not removed properly. So guys, that's the reason why it's important to detangle your hair, especially when you wear a protective style, because number one, you do not want the shed hair to tangle itself around the hair that has not shed yet, and you also want to have a more easy wash day. When your hair is properly detangled, guys, trust me, it is definitely more easier to get through your hair, whether it be dry or wet. So generally it takes me about 30 minutes to properly detangle my hair when I'm wearing a protective style. And again, I do this just to ensure that I am properly removing the shed hair that has not been shed when I'm wearing a protective style. So again, guys, just to quickly recap, when I am in the process of detangling my hair, I take the section and spray it with my detangler, finger comb the section out with my fingers, and then I take my wide tooth comb starting from the ends and I work my way up to the scalp and then just twist the section off until I either move on to the next section or until I complete the process. So that's my detangling process in a nutshell. If you guys have any additional questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below, and I'll speak to you on my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.